Hello and welcome to today's flight, and thank you for joining us on day 5 of our flight around the world in a Piper Seneca 5. Today's flight takes us to Petropavlovsk South in Russia on day 5, and we have 2 days remaining before we land back at Tacoma Narrows Airport in Gig Harbor, Washington. This flight is flown under the call sign Angel Flight 641, and it simulates taking a terminal ill patient along with his nurse around the world in our Piper Seneca 5. The flight is being paid for with the assistance of Make-A-Wish Foundation, who is granting the wish of this patient to circle the entire globe in a piston engine airplane. And here's a brief synopsis of all the flights we've taken up to this point. And that brings us to the subject of today's video on day 5, landing in Petropavlovsk South in central Russia. And if you didn't have an appreciation for ice protection systems, you will after watching this video. Petropavlovsk traffic, Angel Flight 641, 10 miles to the northeast, inbound landing runway 23, full stop Petropavlovsk. I wanted to show you below the airplane just to get a sense of the weather conditions here today. So when I looked at the ATIS, it's reporting IFR conditions with mist, and it's super cold out here. So I fully anticipate that we're going to be descending through a layer that's going to put a lot of ice on the surface of the airplane. So we're going to be definitely using all of our ice protection systems. We have everything activated right now, the pitot heat, prop heat. We've got the boots on the wings and the stabilator, those are active, and so all of our anti-ice systems are turned on, and I fully anticipate that we're going to be needing them as we descend down again through that cloud layer. I've noticed on several flights as we make our way across Russia that similar conditions exist where it's nice and clear and smooth at cruise altitude, but there's a layer of cloud or mist and IFR conditions down below just prior to landing at your destination airport. It looks like that's what we're going to have in front of us here today. So hopefully the ice protection systems do their job and we make it down there without any issues. Petropavlovsk traffic, Angel Flight 641, 5 mile final runway 23, full stop Petropavlovsk. All right, so 5 miles to go. We just initiated flaps 1, and we're coming up on 2,000. And I do see we're going to be entering into that mist layer. Like I said earlier, I've had that on a couple of flights before. Getting the airplane slowed down here. Got a mixture set full rich, props set full forward. Landing lights on, fuel pumps are on. Everything's nice and smooth. It's not been a wind issue. It's just been an icing issue for us. Piper Seneca so far has done a really good job of handling the icing conditions. Still don't see the runway yet. We're looking. Petropavlovsk traffic, Angel Flight 641, 2 mile final, runway 23, full stop, Petropavlovsk. Still looking for that runway. And that's what it looks like from outside the airplane. No runway quite yet in sight. We have briefed the plate. We are prepared to make a missed approach if needed. Still can't quite see it. Coming up on 1,000. Still looking. 900. $800. And we have the runway. 700. 600 feet. And on the ground, flaps retract. Petropavlovsk traffic, Angel Flight 641 is clear of the runway, Petropavlovsk. It is definitely cold, cold, cold here right now. Not a lot of snow on the ground, but the temperatures are super low here. And here we are taxiing into our parking spot as we get ready to unload our patient and the nurse before departing for our next leg. And we get this shut down, we'll take a look and see what kind of ice buildup we might have had on the airplane. I don't see a whole lot on the surfaces of the wings or the cowling. Oh boy, look at that. Look at those props. And we did have prop heat on. I can't imagine what the buildup would have been without that. And there's some ice on the windscreen, a little bit on the wing, not too terrible, but for sure that would have impeded our ability to complete this flight safely if we didn't have these anti-ice systems on board our Piper Seneca. Thanks for joining us on this day 5 leg, and we'll see you next flight.